Okay. Well, see, I had a bit of an equipment malfunction, so I went ahead and put the rings together, which was probably good. I'll bore you with that. One thing I found it's kind of good to do is if you take one of the support rods and insert it, you can see how it lines up, with the screw that's going to go in there. So it's easier to do it now, make any adjustments in or out or side to side. So when you go to put it together, it's just easier that way. So the next step is to assemble one half of the exoskeleton. So what you need is the 4 rods and the screws. They come along with the kit, and a screwdriver, which isn't included. And I've found the easiest way to do it. Of course, you can screw it together any way you want, but what I like to do is take the screw and insert it from the end. You don't even need the screwdriver at this point. And once you just hold the screw on the back side and put the rod in, and if you feel it will thread right in. And it doesn't have to be tight right now. It's actually good to have it a little on the loose side. So you just go around. It is nice to have a table to work on. I'm not too fond of working on the floor. But maybe you have some kids in the house that don't mind one bit. Like I say, just get it snug. And in fact, even when it's all assembled, you don't want it too tight. I mean, the material is all lightweight. That weighs under 4 pounds. And I try to keep it as light as possible. So the kitty, it does take some effort to move it. So trying to keep it light. So these are aluminum rods with aluminum threaded insert. So you just want to be careful. You don't want to crank on them too much, and just weekly or so, just check them. I'm good. I send along an extra screw just to make sure that you have one if you lose one. So anyway, that's the first step. Get that part of the structure made, and then get the enclosure, and it's time to put the enclosure in. So if you recall, we had installed the metal rings on the top. And what you want to do is have those slip over the aluminum rod. So put the bottom in first. I'm calling that the bottom, the side that doesn't have the zipper. So just get it within the rods and slip it down. And what you want to do is turn it so you line up the rods. It just popped right over all by itself. So let me get over here. It might be easier to show you. What you want to do is push the enclosure down through the hoop. And with that spring steel, it's not hard, but sometimes you push it in here and it pops out there. And then just put the ring over the top of the rod, just like so. And what that does is it keeps the enclosure from pivoting on the exoskeleton. Just like so. Yep, checked all 4 of them are in. Then it's time to put the top ring on. So what you want to do is just slip those down over the edge of the rod. And there's no orientation this way. It can go on any way. Any hole and any rod. There we go. Hey! Sammy just knocked my screwdriver off. You trying to get in the video? Here, Sammy! She's the original guinea pig, aren't ya? So, once you have the ring on, there's the 4 more screws to put in. And you just want to get them in there, actually just get them started. Run them in about 1/8 of an inch. Sorry for the dead air time. I'm concentrating. Okay, so they're all started. I'll set this here. Now the Kitty Cruiser enclosure actually rides on the outer edge of the hoop. So now you want to take the Kitty Cruiser, and pop it up around and over the outside of the hoops. And again, with that spring wire in there, it is snug, but that's the whole point. It keeps everything in place. So great. Once you have that done, then you can finish tightening up the screws. And again, not too tight, just nice and snug. It'll actually get to a point where the rod will start spinning, and that's a good indication that that's tight enough. Sam wants to go out, which I'm sure we will here in just a minute.